show you a guaranteed path to happiness, would you follow it? Here's one thing that I've learned along the way that I think is universal, and that is a very simple and basic formula to happiness. Figure out what makes you happy, do more of it. And that's it. Unfortunately, those two simple things somehow end up being a lot harder than they should be. My job is to help people figure out what it is that makes them happy and encourage them to do more of it. I was so thrilled to hear Abe say that you guys are the most depressed group of people. So I'm still super useful. The active shopping of going to the mall and seeing a new pair of shoes and acquiring it causes the same like ding 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 in your brain as cocaine. So it's science that we like to shop. Unfortunately, it's about as easy to maintain that as a cocaine habit. And we're supposed to think that failure is great, right? Because we're learning. That is such crap, right, in real life. Like, failure is not awesome. And I don't care, you look at it later and it's learning, but in the meantime it sucks and it is not happy, and that's why we're all depressed. If you think about how they portray mothers and wives in cards and media and stuff, it's, oh, and you only ever think about us and you go without, and like the more she hurts, the better mother she is. Right? That's what you're supposed to be. So basically you're supposed to be a martyr. I don't know if you know this, but it doesn't end well for martyrs. Like, I am not cut out for that, I don't think. That's the big thing. You're supposed to like exercise and stuff, but I literally break out into hives. I think you can do this. Experiment on that. That is seriously true. I break out in hives if I run. That is not taking care of me. I don't care what anybody else says about exercise. I started gardening this summer. If you look through my gratitude journal, you'll see pictures of me with the plot, and it's all dug in, and I've got the shovel, and I'm very proud. And I was like, I might be a gardener. Like, this is clearly something that makes me happy. It makes sense. It's outside. It's creating. It's awesome. Do more of that. What you won't see in my gratitude journal are pictures of me weeding, or even harvesting, or watering. So it turns out, universe is saying, not a gardener. We start off as babies. We know exactly what we need to be happy, right? We know we need to be held, we need to be fed, we need to be warm. That's it. We know what we need. And if we don't get it, we know to make a fuss until our needs are met. But somewhere along the way, it gets more complicated. Not only do our needs get more complicated, but I think the other thing that interferes with our ability to know what it is that makes us happy is the world starts shooting on us. You know, everybody starts saying, you should be fulfilled at home. You should be fulfilled with a really successful career. You should be fulfilled living in a new subdivision. You should be fulfilled because your husband seems like a great guy. And all of that coming in starts to drown out your inner voice that says, no, this is actually what makes me happy. That's the thing about happiness, right? About being happier, is it's not about being happy all the time, because that's not how life works. People die. People get sick. People lose jobs. People break up. Like, bad stuff happens. That's all a part of it. But if you want to learn how to live a happy life, if you want to learn how to be happy, you have to learn how to be sad. You have to learn how to feel sadness in every cell of your body. And if you can the deeper you can feel sadness, and the better you can get at paying attention and to those remarkably sad moments, the better you can appreciate those remarkably happy moments. Okay? Feelings demand to be felt. That's their only job. All they want is attention. And once they get that attention, they pretty much always work out where, like, oh, you take you draw a doodle on your napkin and you find out you should be an artist and quit your job. That's not how it always works. The thing is, we don't know how it always works. Our job is to pay attention to, what we can see in front of us. The saying, if mom is not happy, nobody's happy, that didn't come from nowhere. Happier moms have happier kids, Not only that, but all of that shoulding that the world does, they're doing that to your kids right now. And the better you get at learning how to be happy yourself, the better job you can do of teaching your kids how to be happy and fight off those shoulds as they get older. The biggest thing I want you to take away from this is that your happiness matters. Okay, it matters just as much as whatever it is you create, whatever it is you sell, whoever it is you help. It matters. And it especially matters that you guys figure out how to be happy because you are innovators. And what that means is you're leaders and people look at you. Okay? And if you are depressed, no one else wants to do what you do. Like, that's not inspiring, you know? And not only that, we need you around to keep making these awesome things. So it's really, really important. Your happiness is important not just to you, but for the rest of us. We need you to do your best work, and you'll do it when you're happy. Whatever it is you were put on this earth to do, there's a little voice inside of you that is that is in charge of getting you there, and no one else can hear it but you. If you don't listen, no one else will.